Good evening, folks. Giles Malone and Carolyn Myers for Space Coast Medicine Magazine. We're here with a true living legend of Cocoa Beach.
Brevard County.
Brevard County. He's always correcting me, Mayor. You never cease to amaze me.
Yes, yes.
Well, it's a pleasure to see you here this evening on this great occasion for Larry and Mike. Now, could you share with Carolyn and myself possibly your fondest memories of working with Mike and Larry?
Larry Garrison, of course, as we all young fellas back in the early days of the 60s, when Larry was the assistant administrator of the Cape Canaveral Hospital. You know, that's when we only had about 20 beds and so forth. But I want to tell you something, a secret about Larry Garrison. I used to weigh 325 pounds.
Yes, you did.
But it was because of Larry Garrison and his big dog, as he's the chief financial officer of Cape Canaveral and Health First, that I was able to do a procedure that saved my life. So I owe my life to Larry Garrison, I assure you. Yeah. And of course, he and his wife and the family have all been good friends of Brevard County, specifically Cocoa Beach. And Larry actually is a neighbor of mine. I won't hold that against him.
Well, you see, now that just shows Larry's true reach. You know, not only has he been administrator for Health First, but he actually help people like you. I know you met Dr. Fusco. That's who actually did your surgery for you, right?
Yes, absolutely, Dr.
So
Fusco.
that's a fantastic story, and he helped you in more ways than one. I'm sure you helped him at Cape Canaveral Hospital, too,
absolutely. Well, you know, I used to be a member of the Cape Canaveral Hospital board, and you know one of the best things about that? You got to meet everybody who came into the hospital. You got to see everybody and hope that they always left with a good feeling.
Right.
Mike Means now, he's a big, tall dude. You know that? He's a big, tall dude.
Yeah.
But let me tell you what, he's made such an impact throughout Brevard County. When we used to have these 2 or 3 little hospitals, and they put that together.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can appreciate what that means to the community.
Yeah. Now, you were mayor of Cocoa Beach about 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago.
So you've seen the whole thing wax and wane here. And now, as we obviously move out of the shuttle program and into a new era, you know, Cape Canaveral Hospital is such an important part of the community. How do you see Cape Canaveral's role in the future here with that hospital?
Well, when I was in public service as a mayor, I had to vote on something in the hospital, and somebody indicted me, and I had to go to Tallahassee, and they found me not guilty. But let me tell you, I would stand up for our hospital anytime.
Right.
Good future.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Joe, for coming tonight. And do you have anything you'd like to say to Mike and Larry as they move into their finer years, shall we say?
Well, they're a little mature, but you know, I retired from the banking industry 20 years ago, and you know, there's an old saying. What does that say? Oh, how did I ever find time enough to work? Those two guys will add so much to the community, whatever it might be, but I got a job for them.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Larry and Mike, there you go. The mayor is going to be hunting you down for some more work to do. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much. Welcome back, folks, to the Mike Means, Larry Garrison tribute. We're here with Judge Majid. Judge, welcome to tonight's great party.
Well, thank you very much. You're very kind.
And tell us an anecdotal story about Mike or Larry that you have fond memories of.
Well, you know, when Mike and Larry started here in Brevard County, we were really a very sleepy town. We were 1 hospital, 2 hospital, and at that time, believe it or not, I was running for election, and I talked to some of the doctors, and they all said, listen, we are doctors, we don't want to get involved in politics. And you know what, today, there's nothing more political than the delivery of medical care. It's the most political issue in the United States of America, and Mike Means and Larry Garrison, they have handled this issue very, very well. Healthcare has really blossomed in this county. We're probably one of the best counties, best providers. But not only have they provided excellent healthcare, they've been very kind, very charitable, and I know many instances where they've been very, very benevolent and generous in the delivery of healthcare. So they have mastered not only the excellence of healthcare, but the delivery of healthcare with compassion.
Very well said, Judge, and we're very fortunate to have people like you up there on the judge's stand, taking care of making good decisions for Brevard County as well. So thank you for coming this evening. And as we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Carolyn Myers here is...
So let me ask you, you're a judge and you're going to be very honest. I would really like to hear a real good story that you have about Mike and Larry.
I don't know that I know any inside story about them. Mike and I are very good friends. We have lunch, I would say, about 4 or 5 times a year. He has a lovely daughter who is just becoming an attorney, and in fact, she just spent a day with me here in the courthouse, seeing how things are being done. But I can tell you that Mike has been through many battles, actually, in this county, and he has triumphed. And I would say that Mike has a very unique approach to healthcare, and that is many people in healthcare, they want to know what ails the patient. I think Mike's approach is wants to know about the patient who has the ailment.
Right. Well, if you'd like to, what message would you like to give Mike and Larry now as they move into their finer years? Do you have something you'd maybe like to tell them as because this is going to be a special tribute to them tonight?
Well, I'd like to give them some advice from being from India. We know one thing, a little wisdom of the East, that life is a very short journey. It's a short-term lease. It's a window that is not forever open. And so do all the good you can to all the people you can, all the time you can. That's my final word of advice to them.
Well, thank you. Those are good words.
Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Judge, for stopping tonight. And have a great year in 2012.
God bless you. Have a happy holiday, my friend.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Back here at the Larry and Mike fun party tonight. I'm here with a very nice lady, a good friend of ours. Adrienne Roth is the publisher of Brevard Business News, probably the most respected business publication on the Space Coast for many years now. Adrienne, thank you for coming tonight.
You're quite welcome. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. Could you perhaps tell us your most memorable story that you've covered about Health First and Larry and Mike, maybe over the years of publishing Brevard Business News?
Oh, you start off with a difficult question.
Well, I'm sure you can handle it.
Well, I can remember one thing about Larry that always made me smile. And that was one time I took his picture, way back in Cape Canaveral Hospital days. And later on, he used that same picture for about 10 years so that he looked young and handsome. And I took that as a real compliment. So I thought that was kind of funny.
That is good. You know, I was just talking to Larry and he mentioned, you know, Steve Johnson coming in to take the reins. You know, I said, Larry, now, you know, you know, how do you think Steve's going to do here? He said, Steve's going to do great because he's got a terrific sense of humor. You know, and Larry always had a good sense of humor, and that's going to be important going forward. You've got to have that in life, don't you?
Yes, you do have to have a great sense of humor. And I will say working with Mike and Larry has been an honor over the years. They both are very wonderful people and have the community's heart and in their heart. And you couldn't ask for anybody else to do more than they have. And I look forward to how Health First moves forward in their transition because they've laid a really wonderful foundation for the whole community. And a lot for us to follow behind.
Right. Well, we want to thank you and Bill for putting out Brevard Business News for so many years. Keep up the good work. Keep covering those good stories about Health First, and I'm sure we're going to have a great year in 2012.
I certainly hope so. It's looking very good so far, and we're excited.
Thanks, Adrienne.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, and we are here with Chuck Lambert and Bonnie Lambert. And this is a tribute to Mike and Larry tonight, and I'd really like it if you could share your favorite memory so that they can enjoy it after they watch it.
My favorite memory, picture a board retreat, Breakers, Palm Beach. They were going all out, of course, for the board, and for some of us medical staff people there, got some Cuban cigar rollers in from Miami, where Bonnie's from, a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of Cuban tobacco. Our CEO went down flat at the pool, went to the emergency room, and Larry took him. Larry took care of him.
That's great.
Great. It's the only CEO I've ever had that did that, but that's my fondest memory.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you guys enjoying your evening right now?
We are. We love it.
It's only going to get better.
All right.
Well, thanks for stopping and talking. You guys go enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Back live, folks, at the wonderful party here. It's a wonderful evening for Mike and Larry, sending them off. And we're here with a very important gentleman, Chris. How are you this evening?
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
Now, as we party tonight for Mike and Larry, what is your fondest memory of maybe working with Mike and Larry from over the years?
Well, I think the thing that I've always admired the most is that what they always said, what we do is critically important and it's serious, but we need not take ourselves too seriously. And again, being part of the community and being part of again, having the privilege of caring for folks is really, there's no higher calling. And they said, you know, we have to be able to balance that. And so I've always admired their ability to be able to look at not just where we were today, where we needed to be tomorrow, but it was about relationships and how you go ahead and you continue to interact with folks to really make a difference in people's lives. And I've always admired that.
Well, Chris, I know as we move forward now, it's a very exciting time. And what message would you like to give Mike and Larry as they move into their retirement years? Is there something you'd like to tell them as we, this is going to be a special tribute video tonight, so now's your chance.
Well, you know, God, they're old. I'm so grateful that, you know, at their age that they're finally still able to walk and get around, and, you know, they've had tremendous people to go ahead and hold them up over the years.
Yeah, that's right.
And so, you know, again, to get to this point is incredible, but I think the most important thing is for them to know they are loved, they are respected, and more than that, there are countless thousands of folks because of, again, their leadership has made a difference in the health of this community, and they should take great, great pride in that. And it's just my privilege to go ahead and be part of the ride with them.
Very good, Chris. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
You're most welcome.
And best fortune in 2012.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, welcome. We are here with Angelique, and we are just celebrating Mike and Larry tonight, and I want you to go ahead. They're going to watch this little tribute video, and just tell us your best moment, your favorite moment.
My favorite moment is actually when I first moved here. I've met both of these guys.
Where are you from?
I came from Ocala. So I moved here as a new CEO in the, in Melbourne and Brevard County, and I was able to meet both of them. They've always been very friendly to me, nice, accepted, kindred, into the community, and very supportive of us. So that's
wonderful. Well, that's exciting, and thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Go enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
All right, we're back again, and this time I have Morgan and Zach Means. Guys, this is such a wonderful evening. Are you having fun?
We are having a great time.
Good, that's the way it's supposed to be. Now, let me ask, during his tenure at Health First, what are some of your fondest memories?
Growing up, we have a lot of great memories with both Larry and my father. They've both been great role models to both of us. Since we've been kids, they've been very, my father's always been very supportive and close, and Larry too, he's like a family member. And one thing that we were both discussing is that we used to light the Christmas tree at Holmes Regional Medical Center, and it was always, a good memory around this time of year. We would get together with our loved ones, and it was kind of a big deal for us when we were kids. So
that's awesome.
When we were little, they'd let us press the button to light up the Christmas tree on the side of the building, and it was always a great time.
Kids love to press buttons.
We did. Him especially. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Anything else you want to add? This is your shining moment.
Yeah, I'd just like to say congratulations to both my father and Larry. You've had a great career. You're a role model to any professional, especially young professionals like ourselves. Anybody would be, proud to have either of them in their family. They're great role models, and that anybody is envious and proud of what they've done. So we love you, both of us. We love you, and we're proud of you, and we're happy to be part of this night.
I'd like to say that I'm just so happy for my dad. I know he's so ready to be a beach bum and not wear socks or suits anymore, and I know this is a great way to kick it off. He loves Jimmy Buffett, so this has been a great night. And seeing him in the Parrot Head tonight was probably my favorite memory so far. So yeah, we're just really proud of him and the lasting legacy that he has had in Melbourne, and so we're just very proud and very happy. We love you.
We love you, Dad, and Larry. It's a great job, and anybody could not be prouder than us.
Oh, this is so awesome. Thank you guys for stopping and talking.
Thanks for having us.
So much fun.
Thanks for having us.
All right, welcome back. And now we have some friends of Mike's from Texas. We have Dave and Karen. Dave, take it away.
Hey, Mike. Listen, on your retirement, buddy, I just want to wish you the very best. And I want you to know one thing. Karen and I stand willing to charter a boat with you guys anytime you want. And you remember our last trip. We had such fun. So we're on. Call me. Love you.
All right, thanks so much for participating. You guys did great. Yay.
Thank you.
Have fun tonight.
Thanks.
All right, welcome back. I'm here with Matt and Monica. How's everything going tonight? You having fun?
Awesome. Great time. Great time.
Wonderful. Okay, well, I just have a quick question. Favorite moments, favorite memories. Let's go ahead and honor your dad.
Well, you know, there's a lot of memories. One of the greatest memories I have is at Innisbrook in about 1982, playing golf with Mike Means and Dad, and being about 8 years old, and Dad throwing his club and almost hitting me with it. That's a good memory, and that's my first memory of knowing Mike. Monica?
And my memories are kind of shorter because I'm married into this crazy family and this crazy bunch. So I would say the most fun memories for me is just being together with this family and the craziness and the fun arguing and just getting to know everyone. And Larry's a great guy. I love him and just love the family.
And let me just say really how proud I am of my dad and Mike for what they've done for this community and growing up in that from 1995 and really knowing all the things that they've done is just incredible. And what an honor it is to be a part of that and a role model that Dad has been over the years. And I really appreciate that, Dad.
Oh, wonderful. You guys are so proud.
We are very proud. We love you, Larry. Thank
Love
you,
you, Dad.
Mike, too.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, 5 words, each of you.
Don't give Means the mic.
Don't give Means the mic.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Mike.
And don't give it to Mike y'all may want to, before Mike gets on, you might want to sit down. You know,
No.
even though standing up. But, you know, it's just so wonderful, just absolutely wonderful to be surrounded by family and friends, people that so many of you have made an impact on my life in a positive way. And I just can't thank you enough. It's been a very special time. And Rusty, I want to thank you for being MC. Appreciate Mr. Ellis also being up here. Not really, but anyway, I hope everybody's had a great time, and Brevard County has been so very good to me and to my family. And I got all these lights out here. I'm just proud to have my family here, proud to have a lot of very close friends here. It's been a wonderful journey. And now Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, if you recall, it was like that. I mean, we were jumping off and we had no idea where we were going. But compared to the real Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, hopefully the ending is not that way. Okay? But so thank you all very much. And Jan, I don't know where you are.
Well, Larry, what I've done is I've asked for some flowers for you to give to Jan.
Oh, okay. So before I get
and have her come up.
If there's one thing I haven't, ever forgotten is you better recognize your wife before you go home. Okay? All right, everybody, I love you. Thank you for everything you've done. Bye-bye.
Mike, you're on.
Wow, this is great. You know, if anyone had ever asked me how I would like to go out, this would be it. I mean, this would be the epitome of what I would envision as being the absolute best way to go out. And that is surrounded by friends, surrounded by a community that has embraced us and given us the chance to do what we hoped was the right thing. And I think in retrospect it was the right thing. I'm very, very proud of what Health First has become. And it's been a long journey. We've been here 23 years. Larry's been here 32. And you know, good things happen when well-intentioned people put their shoulder to the grindstone and make things occur. And so I'm very proud to have been a part of that. I want to say a special thank you to my wife Gwen. Where is Gwen? I don't, these lights are so bright. Gwen, I'd like you to come up and join me. And my kids, Morgan and Zach, my sister, Jane Ann and Michael Weiner, all the rest of my family that have supported me and been there. I mean, the kids and Gwen have sacrificed a lot over the years. They've given up a lot of nights. Probably, you know, looking back, they may have been glad that they weren't with me, but in my mind, that was a sacrifice. And you know, we have been so blessed to be able to raise our children in this wonderful community. Our board of directors have given us the opportunity to do some things that were outside the box. I mean, they were not in the norm, but they've turned out to be wonderful advances in healthcare in this community. Our health plan, which they allowed us to start in 1995, is now over $400 million in premiums, represents 40% of our total revenues, and is a wonderful benefit. And that's just one example. So we've been blessed to have had a chance to be a part of the Health First organization. We've had great friends from all over the state, and I will never ever forget the love and affection that we've received here. It's been great. We're going to move to the other coast, but our hearts will never be outside of this county. We'll be coming, you know, these damn HMOs, we'll be coming back here for health care. These damn HMOs, I mean, we'll be coming back here for health care for the rest of our life.
Thank you, Mike.
I'm being usurped. God bless you all. I love you so much, and thank you for allowing us to be here. Thank you.